Oh, good morning, my people. What's up, world? It is Wednesday, June 25th, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because with Him, all things is possible. Top of the morning to all my kings and queens. Safe travels to everybody out there moving. Once again, in this weather, this heat, man. This heat is nasty, man. It's nasty. We're not complaining. I know we all wait for the summer to get here, but I'm not gonna lie. I think we asked for more than what we were supposed to have got, but it's all good. Um, Stay cool out there as much as y'all can, man. Safe travels to everybody out there moving. Um, I hope everybody's feeling thankful, appreciated, and blessed for seeing another day. You top of the top, man. It is definitely it's gonna be a hot one, y'all. I keep saying it. I'm sorry, but it is. Yesterday, I probably went somewhere maybe one time. Was to the store. I barely made it to that. If you do not have to be outside today, don't go outside today. I'm just being real with you. It's not necessary for you to be out there. Don't take your ass out there. Just being real with you. I don't care if it's not an emergency. If you really don't have to be nowhere, don't go out there. Don't do it. I mean, it makes no sense to. Um, it's fight week. Got a couple announcements. I got a couple things I want to get into before we talk about why we're here today. Shout outs to all my amateurs who were just coming fresh off the nationals. I don't think they're out there anymore. Shout outs to all y'all that competed this week. Shout outs to everybody who competed in Strong Island. Shout outs to everybody who's competing this week. I believe there's shows this Friday and Saturday. They both in Long Island. So shout outs to everybody competing in Stereo Garden this week again when they were just there last week. Uh, and heavy hitters. Shout outs to them in Long Island. And shout outs to all the amateurs who's competing East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Dirty South, England, wherever you from. Shout outs to y'all. It's fight week. Got Floyd Schofield, Tevin Farmer. It's about the only thing that's worth me talking about this week. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not really interested in nothing else that's going on. At least something that interests me. So let's get into it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Everybody, tell everybody, this is the place that you got to come in, sit back and kick your feet up at. We don't argue boxing over here. We talk it. Okay, I'm gonna say that again because I probably went over some of y'all heads. We don't argue boxing over here. We talk it. So anybody who's looking for that kind of place to come to, you make sure you send them over here. We got the merch out. So if y'all like to donate to the channel, we're working on trying to get some equipment and different things going on over here, man. We're trying to, like I said, we got book bags, we got a whole bunch of stuff out that we're trying to get with. So holla at me. All right, who's up in here? Oh, I can see from here. Never mind. I can see from here from my other phone. Crush, what up? Cam, what up? BBO, I'm not this. I am not the Jim Jones of YouTube. Please don't do that. Don't compare me to him. I'm not no Jim Jones of YouTube. I'm no Doug Zone. Tay Tay, I see you. What up? Jim Jones and got into this thing with Cam now. I mean with Nas. Now y'all just want to keep running his name. I'm not nobody. I'm me. Don't nobody compare me to me. There's only one no Doug Zone on this earth, and that's me. I'm not the Jim Jones or nothing. I'm Clarence McLean, aka Mr. No Doug Zone. That's who I am. Kano, what up? D Free. I got the link is you know where the link is at. You know where the link is at. The mayor of New York. Nah, I definitely don't want to be the mayor of New York. This city's fucked up. I never want to be the mayor of this shit. If they wouldn't like me if I was the mayor. If I was the mayor of New York, they wouldn't like me, Tay. They wouldn't like me. Miss Fields, what's going on, Queen? They wouldn't like me if I was the mayor. You know what? The mayors, the presidents, the governors, they all got something in common. They all gonna tell you what they can do for you, and then once they get in, they go do the total opposite. That's why I don't believe in none of that shit. If I'm the mayor of anything, I'm the mayor of my show. That's it. I don't want to be the mayor of nothing else, man. Especially not this raggedy ass city. I love New York. This is my city, but this is a raggedy ass city filled with a lot of raggedy ass people. What up, what up, Free? Oh, excuse me. Good morning to the Freeze. What the hell am I
going
talking
on?
about? Good morning. Good morning, my good people. Nah.
I'm good. I'm good.
There was another announcement I was about to make, y'all. I lost sight. Oh, so anyway, with the book bags, I keep bringing it up. For some of y'all, you know, your kids go back to school early, so we do have the book bags um, for your kids. I believe y'all saw the book bags already. I showed them already. So any entrance, you guys, just holler at me now. Everybody's keep asking about a website. Right now, I'm not on the website. We're working on that. We're gonna work on that a little later. But that doesn't mean because we don't have a website, you won't get your delivery. The same way everybody got their cups and their t-shirts, it'll be the same thing with the book bags. So y'all know what to do. Holler at me. Some of y'all have my personal number. Some of y'all just got my social media. So for anything, you guys holler at me. Free, what up, man?
Yeah, he already said he got it for them.
What happened?
No, she said we need two book bags, one for Daisha and Drink. I said you already said that.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's without a doubt. Yeah. That's no questions asked. I already told wifey that. I told wifey that. I said, yo, listen, I'm gonna just let you know right now. They got to get their bags immediately. No questions asked. So we already got that. Matter of fact, when they come up, we'll have that already. We're gonna have that out the way already. Um,
Yeah,
so yo, free man. I hope y'all staying cool out there, cause I know if it's hot here, that shit gotta be smoking out there.
man, we were just laughing about that earlier because I took the dog out yesterday to use the bathroom, and my dog normally when she gets down to the bottom step, she be pulling around the corner to go use the bathroom. Man, she hit that bottom step, her ears was perked up. She hit that bottom step, her ears went down. She looked back at me and like, man, I'm not going to fuck out there. I was like, man, if you don't take your ass up there and go use the bathroom, she was like, I literally had to pull her around and was like, come and use the damn bathroom. She was like, it's too goddamn hot out there. I'm not going. Like the heat index last
Oh
yesterday
man, she
was like
touched that ground.
103.
She touched that ground and said, you walk.
Like today it's supposed to get up to it's supposed to feel like 107.
Yeah, BBO, that's a perfect person to have too. And matter of fact, I'm glad you said that because Miss Fields, I'm gonna need yours too because I need to get you also on the show. I got to get you and Tay. One of y'all gonna have to come first. I don't know which one. One of y'all. Yeah. So yesterday the heat was different here, but it didn't keep these idiots in the house. These fools in New York was out of control yesterday. I said, as hot as it is, like what is y'all doing? But then some people waited until it got nighttime, and when it got night, oh, the whole damn city came out. I took me and Tiffany didn't go nowhere. I went somewhere one time to the store to get something to drink, but other than that, we stayed under the AC. I said, listen, if this is not how our whole summer's gonna go, but I'm telling you, I gotta pick I said, yo, it better not be like this on my gathering because I'm
No,
moving it
I'm
always.
telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I definitely gonna have some a canopy. I already got the chairs in the back. I'm definitely gonna
Yeah,
have a
because
canopy
I
this
told
year.
I told
If it's hot like that, no sir.
well the problem is with the problem is with that is we can't sit where we sat before because like I told her it wasn't enough shade. If it's gonna be hot like that, we're gonna be out there scrunching. You got the grills and all that. I said, yo, I can't do that, yo. I said we gotta move that shit to the back. She was like, but the bathroom. I said the bathroom ain't far, man. I ain't worried about that shit. I ain't trying to be out there barbecuing for real. I'm talking about my skin. I gotta wear. I gotta make sure
Like I said,
everybody's like.
I'm not tripping anyway because I got my chairs. I got my chairs and I'm gonna have the canopy, so we're gonna be straight. I might even
It's gonna
have
be.
a little grill.
Listen,
I'm like,
it's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be bottles of water on deck. That shit. What's up, Josh? I see you.
I'm gonna be straight. I'm actually supposed to be going to look at this daggone, looking at getting another vehicle. My wife was like, "That'd be good for the trip." I'm looking at this other vehicle that I'm
Well, I
about
mean,
to
not. I
think
mean,
about
not.
getting.
Not that. Not before we. I know y'all like get to the fight already. We're gonna get to the fight. Y'all calm down. Hold on, everybody. Just chill for a second because this is important. Not that it matters. Um, you're gonna come with more people than. But you didn't really come with nobody last year. You just y'all and Dream. So you're gonna have your daughter.
No,
Who's having?
well, yeah, it's gonna be me, my wife, Dream, his sister, his mother, and maybe her boyfriend slash friend slash roommate slash
Oh
get into
Lord.
an argument every other day slash
Well,
I don't like his.
that's cool. Hey, listen. That's cool. As long as they don't bring that to the cookout, I don't care what they do when they leave to go home. I ain't worried about none of that.
You ain't got to worry about that. They ain't doing none of that while we out of town. As long as he got weed, straight. Oh, trust and believe you ain't got to worry about that because we'll leave their ass right where they at.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's better. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that. That just means that
It's
now
going
I
it's
have
going
to.
at the most it's going to be like five, maybe six of us at the most.
Hey, this time, go to White Plains and stay, man. Don't go to that bullshit you went to last time. That was some bullshit.
We already going to White Plains.
Yeah, that was
You ain't even gotta say that.
that's
For
bullshit,
one,
man.
I need a microwave and a fridge, and for two, I need somewhere to park my car where I ain't gotta pay for it. Someone said, "Oh yeah, we
that was
got
some
valet
bullshit.
parking." No, but the joint they got me was like they said they got valet parking. I was like, all right, cool, fuck it. I gotta pay for parking. I pay for parking. But he gonna say if you leave, I mean you gotta park it and leave it there. If you leave, you gotta pay again. I was like, what? I said, nigga, how the hell
Nigga.
you telling me my ass is confined to this goddamn hotel? No, sir. I
It's
said, yeah,
almost like
okay, all right. We're gonna see how this
you
works.
know what sucks? Because that's almost like telling somebody you can't leave, and if you do, you gotta pay again. Like nigga,
Yeah.
who does that? Nah, y'all come too far.
That's basically what he said.
Like you can't tell me I
That's
can't
basically what he
leave.
said. If you leave, you gotta pay again.
That's
But the
crazy.
daggone the pay for parking, I think it was like $37.
It was $38.
That's like
Yeah.
telling them
I'm
you.
like, and I gotta
That's
pay
like you
twice.
being in a club and they telling you you can't leave the club, and if you come back, you gotta pay again to come back in the club. What the fuck? What you mean, bro?
No.
What?
So I said, nah. I said, yeah. I said we're gonna go to White
I mean,
Plains.
them
I
hotel,
mean White
some of them
Plains ain't.
hotels, them hotels in Manhattan they be on some bullshit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. They be on some real bullshit
And
sometimes.
I know White Plains got nice hotels because like I said I live right there in Yonkers, so
Yeah,
I've
they
been to
do.
White Plains many times.
They got a lot of
And
nice,
I used to catch
hotels.
the train to White Plains on a regular basis from Mount Kisco and Katona and Carmel when I lived out that area. I used to catch the train to White Plains. It's a straight shot.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot which train it is.
I'm not gonna lie though. Me and Tiff, we working on some shit because we like, yo, man, it's gonna be a hot one. We praying to God that We're gonna make sure everybody just stays as comfortable as they can. But we definitely working on something. We definitely working on something where we
I,
can.
I just thought about it too. So the White Plains got a couple of nice little clubs out there too that I know when my daughter probably want to go.
I mean, the whole point of
I
coming,
know she got.
the whole point of coming here too is also to have fun because I know at some point, when you're busy, it's kind of hard to have fun. So while you're here, why not live it up? For the time being. I know
I'm gonna take them to the Galleria.
it's Harlem Week that week, so it's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of, first of all, not even just Harlem Week. In the summer, it's a lot of summer concerts. It's so much shit going on, and that's why people like, why you pick a Saturday to do it. I'm like, man, I don't give a shit about none of them concerts. Them concerts go all the way to September. I'm not worrying about that shit. I'm like, this is a celebration here. I'm not tripping. I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing for no damn concert, especially if the artist ain't that good. I don't just go see anybody. It's got to be me worth seeing. If it's not worth seeing, I'm not going. Like I'm not just. I'm the type of
Well,
person I got to be entertained.
huh?
Is it going on August 16th again?
Yeah, that's.
We need to reserve our rooms now.
I know that.
We
I
gotta get
told you. You asked me. Oh, hold on one second. You
He said,
asked
"Hold on
me
one second."
a couple of days ago. You asked me a couple of days ago. What days
Yo, I
are
see
we
you.
going again? I said from the 14th through the 17th.
you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta tell Diamond so she can take off.
That's
Yeah,
Thursday.
I said the 14th,
That's
14th
Thursday
through
to
the
Sunday.
17th. Yeah, we be up there on Thursday and we'll leave Sunday afternoon or
Hey,
Sunday
D Free,
morning,
you
whichever
rich
one.
like that? You rich like that? Where you can afford to stay in New York for 4 days, man? I'm gonna be just like you, player.
Nigga,
I'm gonna be just like
anywhere
you.
I go, I'm staying. I'm staying multiple days. I'm not going for one day and then drive back. Nigga, that's an 8-hour trip. I gotta drive 4 hours up there and drive 4 hours
Look,
back.
that's
No,
what Tiffany,
we
that's what
going.
Tiffany said when you came last year. Tiffany was like, "How long they gonna be?" I said, "I don't think they gonna be here long, bro." I said, "I don't think so, but I'm hoping next time when they do come up, they
Nah,
parlay a little longer."
nah.
It costs
That's what
like
I did
yeah,
last time. We came. Remember, we came up there. We came up there Friday. We came up there on a Friday, and
Sunday.
we left on Sunday. I don't stay for one day.
yeah. I'm glad you coming.
Like
I'm glad
this time
y'all.
I'm coming up on a
That
Thursday.
gives me time to also kick it. Give me a lot of time to kick it. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people coming in too. It's gonna be way more people this year than last year. This shit is gonna be fucking bonkers, man. Jesus Christ.
So
Oh
looking
God.
forward to seeing him. Dream is looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah, Dream keep asking, we going back to New York? I said, yeah, we're going.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
He want to see
Damn, I
Sunset.
gotta get Dream. I gotta get Dream.
right.
I gotta get Dream a little bag. 'Cause this bag, the bags we got, he can't fit them, man. I gotta get him a shit. I gotta get Dream a little. Oh, I gotta get the bag a little
Dream
smaller,
got a
man.
regular size book bag right now. He got a regular size book bag right now.
So, so this book bag is good enough. This is a big, big book bag. He
Good
can do
size
this.
book bag, ain't? Probably so.
Yeah, his mama just adjusted to his height.
You know what? If he wanted, I ain't even tripping. Whatever he want,
Dream,
he'll get it. Whatever he want, he'll get it. I ain't even worried about it.
Dream,
He.
Dream is so small. It don't matter what size book bag you get. It's gonna be too big for him.
I can't wait for him to give me my tour in New York again because I don't know nothing about New York, so I'll wait for him to give me my tour again. That man said,
You
"Let me
want to
show
go
you
to
around the city."
you want to go to the strip clubs.
I told you. He won't go to the
Oh,
strip club.
you know what? I don't know what to tell him. Hey, Dream, I love you, but I can't help you in that department.
That was all Clarence doing. Clarence was
I can't
taking
help you in
pictures.
that department because I'll get my head bust wide open if I even get caught. I
That
can't
nigga
help you with that.
literally That nigga literally came in the hotel and told his mom, he's like, Grandma, we about to go to the strip club.
Ah!
I'm like,
Oh
what?
God, Dream. I can't do it. I can't do it with Dream, man. I can't, man. That's a different type of baby, man. Different. That dude is different, man.
He said
Oh
he
man.
pop up. He said said hip hop up in class was going to the strip club.
Shit. Let me tell you
He
something.
had his dollars.
I'll get my ass whipped. If I even get caught in some strip club, it'll be over for me. I know it'll be over. I ain't been to a strip club since I was 26. I get caught up in one, that is my ass. If she ain't going with me, it's over.
I don't even know when the last time I was at a strip club. I ain't even gonna
I'm
lie to
not, you
you.
know what? I noticed those places you just giving money, and I'm like, that's what made me stop because I realized, okay, I'm not getting nothing out of this, and it's not doing nothing for me. So that was the last
No,
time I actually.
I remember the last time I did go to a strip club. I remember what I did. I don't remember what date it was, like what year it was, but I remember what I did. I went to a strip club and I literally had the same dollar the entire night. And they was like, "You're not gonna tip the daggone strip." I'm like, "They ain't doing that. I'm just gonna hold the same
DC,
dollar
I
all
see
night. They
you.
ain't
My
doing that."
23rd birthday last time I went to the. Yeah, man. Hell no, I'm good. I'm good, yo. I'm good. I forget that. I just asked my wife to put on a show. I ain't go stepping in no place where I gotta throw singles and all that. And then I'm leaving there broke when I could have took them
Matter of
singles and
fact,
them damn singles add
the,
up.
the last time I was at a strip club, the Skylock was still open. That's
Damn.
how long ago it's been for me. Because that's the last strip club that I went to was the Skylock. This is a strip club that we used to have in DC. That strip club is no longer there. The building is not even there no more. So it's been a
Yo, you know
minute
what?
since I've been to a
I
strip club.
just, I just, I just, I just thought about something I'm gonna bring up. I think this would be a great topic. We should do this shit. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is. Oh yeah, nah, I can't do that tomorrow. Might save that for Friday. Study having boxing talk. I'm gonna save that shit for
No,
Friday.
Jewels.
Funeral after
I'm gonna
she.
have to
Yeah,
go.
you stupid.
Not
So we got. Let's get into it, Frito. We got Tevin Farmer, Floyd Schofield.
Yep.
Oh man, sounds like a very competitive fight. What do you think about this one right here, man?
Floyd Schofield gonna get whooped.
Oh damn,
I don't think Floyd Schofield
damn.
has a chance. I don't think he has a chance.
Did we ever figure out what
Um,
happened? Well, I don't want to say figured out because they said it. When he had got sick, was that? I mean, not that this matter. Was that real?
Real that he went to the hospital and he pulled out of the fight.
Yeah.
It was real that he went to the hospital. I don't know how true the story was about the commissioner pulling him out or him pulling out. I believe that the commissioner pulled him out. So some
Okay.
people say he pulled out, but from the reports that I've saw and I've heard, it was the British Commission because he went to the hospital. They pulled him out of the fight, so he couldn't fight.
Oh, that sucks. This is a pick 'em fight because you got Kid Austin aggression, or Farmer slick defense and offensive skills. Um, I don't care what nobody say, man. Um, Tevin, he's still all right, man. He might not be everybody's favorite fighter, but he all right.
Maybe
He all right. I can't front. Farmer's all right with me. The, them two fights that he had with William Cepeda, man. Um, I don't know. I felt like he won the
he
first one.
destroyed.
I don't know how nobody else felt. I felt like he
It's,
won
it,
that first fight, but it is what it is.
the But yeah, no, I think when it comes to Tevin Farmer, I think he's more skilled than Kid Austin. Um, Kid Austin has power, but once again, like I always say, when you talk about a fighter with power against what type of competition, he hasn't faced anybody of A or B level competition. Like the man never fought for a championship yet, so he I don't know how good is its power. Now it might be devastating to a guy that's in a lower level because they don't know how to protect or they don't know how to avoid the power. But when you're dealing with the elite fighters who don't get hit as easy, like somebody, I ain't gonna say Tevin Farmer is elite, but Tevin Farmer has the experience and he has the boxing ability to avoid those big shots that Kid Austin will be throwing. Kid Austin could tire himself out to where his power is not even relevant.
Yeah. Um, like I said, Tevin's not everybody's uh favorite fighter, but a lot of people are still not sold on Kid Austin either.
Yeah, and see that's the thing too. I see Josh says a pick 'em fight because of Kid Austin aggressiveness. Well, Tevin Farmer faced somebody that was already aggressive. He faced him twice, and he did fairly well in it. Um, I mean, some people believe that Tevin Farmer won the first fight against Williams or Pater. Me personally, I don't think he won either fight, but some people believe that he won the first fight. Some people even believe that he won the second fight. I don't think he won either one. I think Williams or Pater did enough to win both those fights. Well, definitely the second one, but the first one I think he did enough to win the first fight. Um, but I don't think Kid Austin is nowhere near the level of a Williams or Pater, as far as the experience and the IQ and all that. I don't think he's nowhere near the level of a Williams or Pater. So
Yeah.
I don't know how. Like I said, it's gonna. Me personally, I say if Kid Austin wins this fight, that's an upset. I would think I think that Tevin Farmer is the favorite. I know that most people got Kid Austin as the favorite, but me personally, I got Tevin Farmer as the favorite. So if Kid Austin wins, it's an upset in my book.
Um, it's crazy you say that because I know some people that go, man, free you tripping, ain't no upset. Who is Tevin Farmer? These are the people
Yeah.
that we argue boxing with. Who's Tevin Farmer? It ain't no upset.
Burger King.
Okay. Um, I mean, yeah, most people say I'm tripping, but most people ain't been as successful as I have been the last couple of weeks as far as placing bets on these fights, neither. So I ain't tripping what most people think.
Nah, and a lot of them ain't trying to bet neither. So D Hall, shout out to my brother D Hall and the People's Show. Make sure y'all go subscribe to D Hall and the People's Show. Shout out to my brother JR. I didn't think Austin skilled enough to win a decision over Farmer. He has to win by stoppage. Uh yeah, I mean,
Yeah. You
yeah,
said Tevin Farmer has to win by stoppage?
no, I think he said Kid Austin yeah, decision over Farmer. He's so basically he's saying he can't win the decision over Farmer. He has to stop him.
That might be true. That might be true. He might have to stop Tevin Farmer. I don't think he's a better boxer. So I can see why they say he probably have to stop him.
Well, what do you think? What do you think that Tevin Farmer lacks in? What do you think that he struggles with? If you see any struggle in him when he's in the ring, what do you think he needs to
Only
start
it's only
doing
it's
better?
only it's only two things that Tevin Farmer has a problem going into this fight. Um, he's older, and the fact he doesn't have that power. That's the only thing Tevin Farmer has a problem with. He's the older fighter, and he doesn't have power like that.
Mm, wow. I give him credit though for still hanging in there, man. That I do because for a minute we wasn't seeing Farmer. So they actually, and I think he can compete. I think he can compete with these guys that's in this division. He may not be like I said, he's not everybody's favorite, but he can. The only struggle I see is he has trouble with body punches and little power. Yeah. Yes, that's right, D Hall. Skills pays the bills. Um, I've never took the time to look at Kid Austin like that. I think I've looked at highlights. I don't think there was ever a fight that I glanced at with him. And that's not to take anything away from him. I'm just, I'm more familiar with Farmer.
Um,
I think we hear his father talk more than we hear him talk.
say that again.
So I said I think we hear his father talk more than he does.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
does. I mean, if you notice, if you notice, all of the guys that you pretty much you have really no problem with them, and you have a problem with what their father said. All of those guys really don't talk much. You got Floyd Schofield. Floyd really doesn't talk that much. You got Jerome Business. Nobody got a problem with his father like that. I
Nah,
take him out of the equation. You got
yeah,
Devin
neither
Haney.
did.
Devin Haney don't really talk much. He does, but he don't really talk like that. He more so tweet. Devin Haney don't really talk much. Then you have Brian Norman Jr. People have a issue with what Brian Norman Sr. be saying sometimes, and
Yeah.
Brian Norman Jr. doesn't talk much. So a lot of these guys that people be having problems with when it comes to their father is because the kids, the sons don't really talk that much.
So
So
you would say
sometimes the fathers got to they got to be a
so
little
what
outrageous a little bit.
so it for what we know is probably three that we hear speak the most. So it's Kid Austin, his father, Tiafimo's pops, and Bill Haney. But I love Bill. I love Bill. I don't care. I love Bill. For real. I love Bill.
Yeah,
Bill funny.
I think Bill can be a little overboard a little bit.
Get hash browns for me a dream.
I
And I
think
want
Bill knows what he's
$100
doing when he
refund
does
no
that.
matter
I
what.
think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
I think he knows what he's doing when he does that though.
I think the reason why people don't like Bill is because he pushed the envelope a little bit too much. He'll take it a little bit too far. Some of the stuff that he does is fine, but like I said, he'll take it a little bit too far, and you be like, why you had to say that? What was that about? So
Um, yeah, but who's not taking it far in boxing when it comes to certain stuff? So it's like, I just look at it like either some people are really like that, or when they get in front of that camera, it get different. You know what I mean? But this is the only fight that I like on this card. I hate that it's on that card because I don't want to have to watch that card in order to see this. Yo, free? Why they be doing that, free? Why did they take fights that we really want to see
hmm
and put them on cards that we be like, yo, why is this on this? Why is this on this?
because they
And you
stupid.
be like, I don't want to order this. I don't want to have to see the rest of these shit. I just want to see this one, and it's like, and that's pay per view, ain't it?
Yeah, it's pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's quiet. Yeah, it's quiet. I had to just
That
remind
that
myself.
that that's because they stupid.
Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet for me. But this one right here, and both at 35. What do you see happening right now? Right, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, no matter what happens with Tank and Lamont, right? I feel like eventually Tank is gonna exit out. Now I don't know if he's gonna exit out at 35 or he's just gonna exit out of boxing. Since we on 35, because both of these gentlemen are 35 pounders. Um, for the next 6 months to a year, free. What do you see happening at 35 with a lot of these guys?
That 35.
Yeah, What do you see
Um,
happening? Because it's a lot of talent at 35. I can't front. People sleep on 35, but it's, if you really look closely, there's some smoke in 35.
to be honest with you, I don't know if I really see too much of anything happening at 35.
I mean,
To
when you look
be,
at, all right, so when you look at even Floyd Schofield, when you look at Tevin, no matter what people feel, like I said, they feel about him, Zapata, you know, you got Roach, you got, well, I don't know how long Keyshawn, I don't know what his situation is, so I can't consider him as a 40 pounder. We don't know what's going on with that. Abdullah Mason, when you just look at 35, there's some smoke.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. That right now you got Turkey saying what he want to do. You got Abdullah Mason right there. You got Kid Austin. You got Shakur. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do because Keyshawn that moved out of there. I think Tank is going to stay around for a while.
Wait a minute, Keyshawn moved out of, he moved out of the weight? Is it official?
Yeah, he's at 140.
Holy shit. Well,
Yeah, he's at
well,
140.
that sums that up. I thought it was just a missed weight. I didn't know it was like, wow. Well,
No, I mean he missed the weight, but when he missed the weight, he dropped the belt. The reason he dropped the belt because he said that was going to be his last fight at 135 anyway. He said he was moving up anyway, so he didn't care about dropping the belt. That's why
okay.
everybody made a big fuss about it because they was like, okay, you said this with Abdullah Mason, but you knew you wasn't staying at 35. So what was all that talk about Abdullah Mason for when you knew you
Mm,
wasn't staying at 35?
yeah, yeah, that's the only thing. Sometimes these fighters, you know, they say shit and do shit, and then knowing that whatever they say or do, people won't go on the internet and go bonkers over it.
Some of these dudes need to go buy that daggone Gilly the Kid hat, that Philadelphia Eagle hat that he be wearing, that big old cap, because that's what they be doing. They be capping like a mug.
Man, that's why I don't take too much of what they say serious, bro. I'll be like, all right, whatever. I
I'm
don't
about to
take it
give me
down.
one. I'm about to give me one of those hats because when dudes start capping, I'm just gonna put the hat on.
You need to put it on. You need to put it on for a lot of them because they be
Yeah.
bullshitting.
It's gonna be cap of the week, and I'm just gonna put that big ass hat on. And they gonna be like, oh, this nigga is tripping.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, looking at 35, and I'm like, you know, and as the time go on, 35 is going to get more. It's going to get more interesting. But I just want to see what.
I mean,
So
but another thing, another person you got down there too, because hold on, I didn't name all of them because you got Moten at 35. You also got the dude that was
the Spanish
Shakur.
kid, the Spanish kid
Yeah,
that keeps calling. He keeps
Javier.
calling him out. He was calling Keyshawn out. I said, damn, this dude won't smoke with everybody.
Yeah, Javier.
Yeah,
You got him.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, it's some real smoke down there. So,
What does a so let me ask you something. Steady us making our prediction. What does a win do? What does a win do for either one of these gentlemen this week?
uh, well, a win put them in position. A win for either one of these guys put them in position to fight Tank Davis.
It puts him in a position to either fight Tank Davis. So what does a win does? So where does Shakur Stevenson and William Cepeda, being that they're 35 pounders too, where do they fit in all this?
They fighting for the WBC belt.
Yeah, because
That's
because mind you, everybody's still on this Tank versus Shakur. Everybody's still on it.
well. I
Which
mean, the thing is, the Shakur and Tank fight happens if Tank won it or if Shakur wants it because they are they are champions. Like if Shakur wins against Williams or Pater, they're champions. It's not it's not a mandatory fight that can happen. It's
yeah,
a voluntary fight. So it's a little bit different when it comes to those. Like with the Kid Austin and the Tevin Farmer, they will be put in position to be called as the mandatory.
Mm. I mean, because anything can happen, so we don't want to look up and we think that we know what's about to happen, and then we look up and this happens. You know, um, because like I said, every time you think you got this boxing shit figured out, we get hit with something that's surprising, and we like, wait a minute, we didn't see that coming. We thought that he was going to be fighting Tank, and here it is. This dude is fighting the loser of this fight, and it's like, wait a minute. I'm telling you, boxing be crazy like that. Free, you know that. Every time we look up and we think that some shit is we about to get something we want to see, or get something that we think makes sense, and then we get hit with, why is he fighting the loser? Wait a minute. How does this make sense? It happens like that. So, I always try to prepare myself to see some shit that's not disappointing, but then some shit that's just, hey, if it don't make sense, then it's like, why put it together? But it is what it is. So keep that in mind, y'all. We got the 35 pounders this week: Tevin Farmer, Kid Austin, and then we got William Cepeda and Shakur on July 12th. If y'all are, if you're not, if you listen, if you guys don't watch 35 pounders, watch them. You should have been watching them. We got two great ones, and I'm sure we got more coming up. But you need to be watching this Saturday, and you need to be watching July 12th. And Free, correct me if I'm wrong. We talked about this yesterday. It's not official between Lamar Roach and Tank as far as the rematch for the 16th of August, right? They still in talks?
Well, they're not still in talk. They
I'm
just
not in
waiting for
talks, but I'm talking about as far as a date.
they're waiting for the announcement.
Okay, so make sure y'all. So that's 330. That's three fights right there in 35 that y'all need to pay attention to, because something interesting is going to happen in that. Something real interesting. I'm hoping, but what if what if Lamar goes in there, pulls a shocker? That changes a lot, though.
Well, I
We
mean,
can
is it really a shocker because we saw
not
them
no no
fight
no.
for?
You know what? Let me not say that. I can't say a shocker, because if this was the first fight, then I'd have said, yeah. No, I can't say that because he basically won the first one. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah. Everybody who watched that know that. But it would be something to end up seeing a Lamont and Shakur. I mean, damn.
I mean,
Abdullah is going for a
you
belt.
you
Yeah, as Abdullah should. As a,
you probably won't see a Lamont versus Shakur
yeah,
unless
yeah, yeah,
Shakur is
yeah,
just going for the belt, because
yeah,
the Lamont versus Shakur is no money in there.
yeah, yeah. It isn't. But that's just me. My mind just moving around and just thinking. But yeah, man. I'm not trying to stay on the whole Tank versus, because a lot of people stay stuck on that. I'm just thinking, is the walls closing in? Could we possibly, or do we just keep that as a fantasy fight in our minds? You know, would Javante just go? You know what? I either could walk away from this, or I can move up and wait.
Yeah,
Which I don't know if he'll do.
I mean,
I don't know if he'll
I
do that.
like I like I tell people all the time, I just wait to see what happens when it comes to
Yeah,
Javante.
that's what I do. I wait to see what happens. But sometimes my mind just do a little wondering. I don't try to predict shit like a lot of these guys come on here and do. They want to predict. They act like they know the business. They act like they know what's about to happen. And then when something don't happen, they calling them a duck.
Yeah. I just see what's more likely to happen, but
More likely to happen.
when it comes to Javante, you got to throw out the normal scenario out the window, because he doesn't fight. I mean, he doesn't do the normal. Like, he doesn't do what the normal is. He does what pleases him, and I mean, I can't be mad at him because at the end of the day, he's fighting for his career. He's not fighting for y'all career.
And that's what they don't understand. They don't understand as fans. Like, you think that man ain't when that man make money, he ain't taking care of you. He taking
Yeah,
care of his family. He got a lot of people that he's responsible for. So he's not doing nothing for you. He ain't paying your bills. I mean, unless you betting on him and you win. And I think that's what it is too. A lot of these guys feel like because they bet that these fighters are entitled to take a fight that they want them to be in. Why? Because you order their pay-per-views? Why? Because you bet on them?
yeah. So I just I think a lot of people have some of this stuff a little misconstrued
They do.
because
They got it all the way, Mr. Screw. Not even a little. They got it all the way because you would think that they will understand by now, and they don't understand. They don't get it, and they not trying to take the time to understand it because they're trying to convince you. They too busy trying to convince you how long they've been watching boxing, and I'm like, all that sound good. That sound good, but that don't mean shit. You got to
right,
understand business. When something makes sense, it makes sense, and when it don't, why would we put out? So I mean, it is what it is. Hey, listen, Quee, the best thing to do is keep letting these dreamers dream. That's what they doing. Let these dreamers dream.
right,
That's
right.
all. Let the dreamers dream. When they go to sleep, I don't know what it is that they thinking about, but when they wake up, they trying to get on the show and convince you that this is going to happen by 2026. Give it by this time next year. It's going to happen, free, and you're looking at him like, okay, whatever. You said that 2 years ago. What year are we in
Yeah,
now?
like I said, I don't
Let the
like
dreamers
I said,
dream.
a lot of people be getting all bent out of shape. Oh, this ain't this fight didn't happen. That fight didn't happen. Well, I mean, we get a lot of fights that don't happen. So what are you getting all bent out of shape for? It is what it is.
Because everybody thinks that something is owed to them.
That's
That's
the
the problem.
problem. That is the problem.
Everybody thinks something's old, and no, nothing's old to y'all. Y'all waste a lot of time calling yourself boxing junkies. No, you're not. You're not no goddamn boxing junkie. You don't even know what it feels to be a boxing junkie.
Yeah, that is
Talking,
the problem.
talking boxing every day don't make you a boxing junkie.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No,
make you a boxing
it
junkie.
really don't. It
Because
really don't.
what points are you making when you speak boxing? Because you're not speaking boxing. You're arguing boxing. It's two different things. If you got to
Yeah.
argue boxing, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You're just talking out of turn. Especially when receipts are being brought to the table. When receipts are being brought to the table, how you gonna argue it? If we put something up, if we put something out right now, I can't argue with him if he brings something to the table and I go, oh shit, free. I didn't know that.
Right.
I didn't know Keyshawn was officially a 40 pounder. You ain't see me argue with Free. Free, you bugging. I ain't hear nobody say that, Free. Free, you bugging. That man's still at 35. He gonna make the fight with Abdullah. Yo, you don't know what you talking about, Free. Why would that man go to 40? What you talking about, Free? Yo, Free, you be capping.
Yeah. I guess I do. I guess I do be capping.
Like,
I guess so.
y'all gotta relax. Telling you, some of y'all dudes, I'm convinced that y'all go to sleep with these fighters' posters still on y'all walls. It don't be that serious.
No,
It don't be
not
that
at all.
it don't be that serious, bro. These fighters don't do shit for me. I'm gonna be real with you. My rent ain't being paid because of them.
I,
I respect what they do because what they do I can't do.
I
But
mean,
these
sometimes
fighters
sometimes
don't.
my sometimes my rent get paid for them when I bet on the fight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That. But remember, I said that though. I said that. I said that though. Remember, I just said that. I just said that though. I just said that. I was like, if you bet on them, cool. But even with you betting on them, that doesn't mean they obligated to do what you want them to do because you bet on them and you pay for the pay per views.
They might not be obligated, but if they don't do what I tell them to do, if they
Man,
mess
get
up
the
my
fuck out of
money,
here, Free.
they better not come to DC.
Now you sounding like a damn troll. Knock it off, Free.
Hey,
People,
if they mess up my money, they better not come to DC. I can tell
yo,
you
knock
that.
it off. Knock it off. Knock it off, Free. Free make me sick. Some people
What's
don't know
wild?
how to have and conversation on boxing. No, they don't. They don't, Cam. They don't. Because like I said, they don't talk boxing. They argue it. It's a difference.
They're gonna
It
wonder
should
why
never have to get. It should
they
never.
didn't make it to the press conference.
Yo, shut up, Free. Shut up. Shut up. Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. I
Hey,
ain't messing with Free. I ain't messing with Free.
every couple of miles, my daggone tires go flat.
Ah!
Hey man, why does daggone SUV keep running out of oil? What's going on? I don't know. It was fine until we got to DC. Once we got to DC, everything started happening.
Yo, I don't have yo, Crush. I ain't got time for his shenanigans. I ain't got time for Free shenanigans this morning. Free be on some bullshit. I don't have time for his shenanigans. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with him today. I'm not. It's too hot. I don't have time for him.
I'm just saying.
But I don't have time to him. I don't have time for his shenanigans.
But
oh my God. But
but going back to the Tevin Farmer though, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised with the action in the fight. I don't think they're going to be surprised as far as the outcome, because I believe for the vast majority, I think the vast majority actually believe Tevin Farmer is going to win this fight. I think there's a few younger generation that think that Kid Austin is going to win this fight, because a lot of these other people that's pretty much just got into boxing like around 2017, 2019, they just got into boxing. They don't really know Kid Austin like that. They don't know. I mean, I'm sorry, they don't know Tevin Farmer like that. So they don't know what Tevin Farmer is really about. Most of them only seen Tevin Farmer for the first time against Williams Zepeda.
yeah, they don't know that it's a history with him. They don't know how he ran down on Tank and he wanted to smoke. They don't know about that though, Free. They don't know about that running they had. They don't know about that running.
Yeah.
Well, why the fight never happened? Listen, I don't know. I ain't no promoter. I can't tell you why it didn't happen. You know what? You know what, Free? There was two fights I wanted to see Tank in. I wanted to see him and Farmer, and I wanted to see him and Gary.
The rumor is, I don't know how true it is. I think Crush has a little more insight than I do. The rumor is Tevin Farmer wanted more money. Tevin Farmer wanted more money for the Tank Davis fight than what they was offering him for the fight.
I can agree. I probably could agree to that, because a lot of time people ask to fight you, but they really want that bag. It ain't so much just about you. Oh, this is a bag right here. Because a lot of times these guys know already that they can't beat you. But God damn it, I'll take my chances. But I need that bag. If you try to offer me a punk ass $1 million, I don't want $1 million. I don't want $1 million for this. I need more for that.
But see, this is the problem that I have. You want the fight with Tank Davis. You know Tank Davis is with PBC, and you know how PBC works. You know how PBC works. They're going to give you a small guarantee. You're going to make your money on the back end. You already know how they work. So why is it when it's time to make the fight with Tank Davis, they not giving him a big enough guarantee? You already know what it is.
I think.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
In the chat, anybody can comment on this. Feel free to comment or leave a comment when this video ends. I feel like some fighters feel like they worth more than what they think they are. I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
You ain't wrong. You absolutely correct. That's why a lot of these fighters
feel like they worth.
That's why a lot of these fighters are going over there to Turkey, because Turkey is willing to pay them the money that they believe that they are worth.
I'm an Olympian. I've been to the Nationals. I won the Golden Gloves 5 times, and I did this and that. And they start the, they take all that with them and start really thinking, man, you ain't giving me no million. I want 3 million. I want 3 million. And it's like, we not giving you 3 million. Take this million or don't take it. Well, then I don't want it then. Well, then how bad you want the fight? It wasn't really about him. It was about that bag. Yeah, they see the guy in front of him, but then they see what the guy's worth too. And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, Free. I'm not against people take care of your family. I have nothing against that, bro. Go ahead and make your money, but they see what the person's worth. Because other than that, Free, I never had $1 million, and I'm not worrying about I got people that depend on me. I'm not. First of all, I'm not worrying about taking care of every fucking body. First of all, I got to worry about me, my team, and my immediate family. Give me $1 million. I don't know what it felt like to have $1 million. Are you crazy? Shit.
Yeah.
I never had 100,000. Give me 100,000. You think if I'm fighting somebody say we got 100,000, I'm gonna turn that down? Shit.
No, I never had 100,000 all at one time. I think the most I ever had all at one time, probably like $30,000.
And people go, well, you don't know what these people got going on. Well, what do you mean what they got going on? Shit. I don't care if you could be on child support 3 damn times. I tell you what, you got $1 million, you ain't never had it.
Yeah, it just
You ain't about to
like
convince me you had it.
it
Shit.
just. I think it's almost like that saying, "Your eyes is bigger than your stomach." I think a lot of people their eyes is bigger than reality. They
Yeah.
believe that they have this amount of fame when in all actuality it's really the same small circle that's always been.
All right, hold on, y'all. He went out. He got to come back in. Give him a second. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get them likes up. Appreciate y'all for coming in and joining me today. Y'all know it's fight week, so we getting into this Tevin Farmer versus Kid Austin going down this week on the Jake Paul card. It's gonna be a good one. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to wait till it hit YouTube because I'm out ordering it. So it's gonna be a great one. A lot of great fights. This week is like I said, like I told you yesterday, this week is kind of okay. I think there's nothing going on with Golden Boy. Usually I love to see Golden Boy on Thursdays. I don't think nothing's going on. So we have to wait till Friday. Friday is a DAZN card, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, I think it is. Which Friday night that gives me something to do. And then you go into Saturday. Now, as far as next week, it's quiet for what I know. That's only for what I know. I have to look up before I assume that anything is going on. So we're just getting into the subject of fighters not taking money. And, even though we couldn't tell fighters what they can take, but sometimes fighters think they worth more than what they are. And I know I always say, get what you're worth. When you get to a certain point in your life, you do have to get what you're worth. But some of y'all think you worth more than what you are before you can even get to your goal. You just come straight out like, yo, man, I don't care. I got 10 fights. I need $3 million. $3 million? The fuck? I'm just saying, y'all. Some of this shit, it's gotta make sense. It's gotta make sense, y'all. But this is what the fuck is going on over here on this. Sorry, y'all, because I'm looking at y'all on here and then I'm looking at my phone. I see two different things. So when you see me stop like that, I'm just I'm trying to set this up right. But anyway, so that's what we got going on. The 35 division is still good, even with Keyshawn moving out. I'm kind of disappointed in that because I wanted to see him and Abdullah. We knew him and Shakur wasn't gonna happen because of the brother thing. Oh, we forgot to mention somebody else at 35 that we didn't mention. Andy Cruz. Forgot about Andy, who just went out last Saturday and beat the shit out of his opponent, which I was there live to see it. Andy Cruz is another one. I would have said Jermaine Ortiz, but he's I believe he's at 40. We haven't seen him in a while. When he was at 35, he was a problem. I got you, Crush. Give me a second. I'm gonna send it to you right now. When he was at 35, he was a problem. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. Let me send this. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a second. This damn thing's acting stupid. Just give me a second, y'all. Trying to get something going. It's taking forever here. Right? Come on, man. Right. All right, y'all.
Yep.
I thought, where's Crush at? Oh, he didn't. Hey, Crush, check the link. So I don't check for the link. I don't know, this. I gotta check to make sure the what you call is working in here, cause my shit keep going in and out. So I gotta check to make sure everything's good. Oh, we had mentioned Andy too. I forgot Andy's at 35 too, man.
Andy Cruz.
Yeah, I forgot about him too when we was talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's another one.
Yeah, it's some smoke at 35.
Yeah, oh, here you go. Yeah,
It's just
it's some
the
bodies
problem
up
is
there.
everybody want to focus on the same general four people
That's
instead
all
of
people do.
realizing there's more than just those four guys. There's other guys at the weight class. What's going on, Crush?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? I was
Crush.
checking out. I was listening to some stuff about the Diddy shit. So that's why I ain't do coffee and donuts this morning. But I'm lighting Jim Jones' ass up tomorrow, thinking he the greatest
All right.
MC since a bowl of cereal.
Yeah,
Child is
yeah,
fine. He's crashing out. But
yeah, yeah.
real quick, let me add on to my man TF, aka Cookie Monster. That's my man. I don't Schofield. He's just going to get schooled. That's it. He has a punch his chance just like anybody else's. Um, he's not going to be able to hit Tevin Farmer with his power like that. Tevin Farmer, who has very good defense. Okay, he's a defensive fighter. I don't think a lot of y'all know the correct way of pointing out a defensive fighter. No, this guy really slips and rolls with stuff and all that, not just hopping out the way and running out the way. Tevin Farmer is good with that, so I think he's going to make that a long day for the young boy Schofield. This kid might wind up, man, looking as green as a batch of collard greens, depending on how TF gonna go in there and put it on him. But I think it was a bad move by them. But everybody gonna learn a lesson, so he gonna learn the hard way. But I got TF beating by unanimous decision. I don't see it being the split or majority. He should beat him easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a pretty good one. That's why when I first heard that they were going at it, I said, "Oh, this is gonna be good," because I didn't know when the next time we was gonna see Tevin. Especially coming up from 2 losses to Cepeda, I'm like, oh my God, now it's gonna be a while before we see him. So to see him right back in there, and we just saw him against Cepeda, I'm happy to see him back. I'm happy to see him back. I'm happy to see him back in there. He's staying active because he is older. He's not the young farmer that we seen in the beginning, but he's still got a little left in him though, and that's the good thing about it. I want to see what it's interesting to see what happens after this week and where does it place either one of them. And like you said, Free, they can end up getting a big shot.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, they both will be in position to fight Tank Davis. Whoever wins this fight, whichever one comes out on top in this fight, will be in position to fight Tank Davis next. Will they get a shot at Tank Davis next? I don't know. That remains to be seen, but they will be in position to fight him next.
How crazy would it be to get Tank and Farmer years later?
All right.
Hey, Crush, how crazy would that be to get that years later? We just talked about their first running. That would be bonkers.
One thing we can say, if Tevin Farmer wins this fight and they name Tevin as the mandatory, we know that fight will happen because Tank ain't never ducked his mandatory. He always fought his mandatories.
Do you think it's
there's not a single mandatory that Tank Davis had that he never fought?
No, I don't think Turkey's doing nothing. I think Turkey's doing what he's supposed to do. Everybody got something to say about what Turkey's doing. I don't really listen. I don't have the money that man has to pay any of these fighters. I don't worry about what that man do. That man money ain't my money. I don't give a shit what he do. I know he need to do better. He need to do better in hiring fucking better people when it come to people getting credentials, because the people he hired to do the credentials are fucking trash.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's not about that. You don't want credentials for a Turkey fight anyway. You don't want credentials. You have to pay for it.
Who got to pay for it? I ain't paying shit.
The reporters, anybody that goes, that's why you see he don't hardly have nobody in there for reporting. They got to pay. That's not free. That's not free. When you get credentials, you got to pay to go to those press conferences.
Who pay? I don't never pay to go to no damn press conference. You bugging? Who pay?
You never went to a Turkey press conference.
I went to the first one when he did the Fatal Fury. What are you talking about? I went to both of them.
Which first one?
What you mean? When they did the joint, in Times Square, and I did the one when they did Canelo and William Skull.
No, that's not the press conference. That was the last joint that he was doing for Golden Boy. That was an obligation that he had. The joints that he's doing now, you got to pay for those.
Oh, not in my city. I ain't shit. He don't need to come here then if it's like that. Don't bring your ass here. I'm gonna tell you, like you said, motherfuckers can't come to
Well,
DC. Don't come here with that shit.
oh, there you
For
go.
real, that's crazy. I
Yeah,
ain't heard of that, but
that that
I gotta talk to some people I know that's in Ring Magazine and all. I got some people. I'm gonna talk to them about that. 'Cause that ain't gonna work for him if he gonna come here. He might as well stay where he at and do that shit. That ain't gonna work here.
what
Ain't gonna
I
work here.
did hear I did hear that there's been an offer made for Brian Norman and Devin Haney. I did
Yeah, I heard about that.
I
Yeah.
did hear that. There's been an offer made.
Oh yeah. I heard. Damn, who rapped about that? Somebody rapped about that yesterday, and I was like, interesting. I said,
Yeah. I was I,
Yeah, I took it to
let's make it
Brian Norman.
happen.
I took it twice.
Let's
and
make
let
it
me ask
happen.
y'all a question.
Well,
Yeah.
we supposed to be having Brian Norman Senior on the show tonight, so we'll find out all of the details.
I'm a yeah, I'm gonna ask him tonight, but I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think that's smart for the young kid. I don't know. I mean,
For which one? For which
at
young
the
kid?
for Devin,
Oh, for Devin. Oh, yeah.
not for Brian Norman Jr. Hell no. Now listen, everyone, and we fear when we talk. Um, I am not convinced that Devin Haney is just gonna spin around and come out and look like his old self after that first goddamn performance coming back. And he looked like he don't even want to be breathed on too hard, people. So I don't know. And I don't be sold on words. You gotta be a wordsmith and have wordplay to get me by words. And you ain't an MC like a Rock Kim. I ain't taking your words. So I need to see
The,
action.
the one thing
So
that I
I
will
need to
say, the one thing I will say, Devin Haney hasn't faced anybody as athletic as himself with the same size of him. This will be the first person that he's faced, same size, just as athletic, but with more punching power. He never
Mm.
faced anybody
not more
because
punching power.
I said, yeah, with more punching power. So I the one person that he faced that was just as athletic as him was Loma, but Loma was too small. Loma was a small guy, but and he still rocked Devin in that fight, even though Loma was small. He rocked Devin in that fight. And towards the end of the fight, I think it was the 10th or the 11th round. He caught Devin with a clean shot. Devin was rocked. He was holding on. Um, But now he's about to be in there with somebody who's much bigger, with just as long as arms, just as tall as in height, with much more punching power. So I don't know if Devin's gonna be prepared for somebody like this.
And that's
Yeah.
what I was saying, D Free. And this is no slight, and this is no attack on Devin Haney, you moist meter Haney fans. Okay? We just talking boxing right now. All right. And the keys to victory for this man to stay out of harm's way would be he would need sweet pea type of defense. Okay, he's going to need sweet pea type of defense not to get hit by Brian Norman Jr. Okay, this is a young guy. You know he's young. He got a lot of fresh miles on him. So it's not like he's a guy that been battle tested, got some wear and tear on him. You know, this he's not facing a guy who's shell shocked or anything like that, or rusted, or just a merit type of warrior. This is a young guy that a lot of people said that Boots Ennis did not want any parts of. So I will put that into play. This is a guy that a lot of people feel as though was going to be the man at 147. Now that you're on, then it's out of 147, and we know that 147 to me is like one of the weakest, most talked about divisions right now. Yes, it is, because it ain't much there. People be talking boxing, no duck zone, so we ain't ducking no real talk when we talk this sport. So now with this, with the
Oh
exit of
hell
Tehran and
no!
this, and now that what's up, bro?
I'm just reading it.
What happened?
Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. being negotiated by Turkey Al Sheikh.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Now
It
listen.
just
Now
it just
we
came through
heard
my phone.
recently, right? Cool.
Wow.
So we had heard
I
recently,
told
right?
you.
That
I told you.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
hey.
He- he-
Listen to the master debate over there, man. That's the boxing encyclopedia right there, man. You gotta listen to my guy. Why y'all think I'm so damn sharp? You know what I'm saying? Why you think
Oh,
I'm so
goddamn
sharp?
crush.
I be around some sharp ass people. That's why I can't be messed with. It don't be my stuff. It be everybody wrapped up in me. I'm just trying to tell y'all my secret why I'm so bad. You know what I'm saying? They be knowing their stuff. But man, what the most exciting thing that I did hear from Turkey Out of Sheep, y'all know I get on turkey bacon a whole lot. He's still turkey bacon. It's high. I like the fact that he wants to really bring some excitement. He's saying the money that he's putting out, y'all got to work for it. You know, use what you got to get what you want. And he said, "Goddamn hoe, I'm paying you. You better be an awesome trick and a treat." And these fighters have not been that lately, people. Bunch of sour, stale ass candy. This man is trying to get that bang for his buck. Y'all heard Mike Epps. You're gonna make him do something strange for some change, make them holler for $1. And I know you know what I mean? You just put it in boxing terms. People don't, Crush talk a little different. I'm metaphoric. Catch up. Don't let the mustard drain you. Don't let it spice you out. But man, this is something to see. Now, one thing I can say about young Devin, and this is what we all been saying, the kid is not afraid to challenge himself. I give him that. We know what makes him sour, but I ain't even giving that dude no airplay right now because he's not the boxer. So we keep it on Devin Haney. So I was hoping to see if it was going to be a tune up in between, but it seemed like they gonna go right into it.
But Crush,
So
this
going,
isn't this what everybody wants? Because when everybody talk about they want the best fights, and then when you give them something like this, somebody goes, "Man, I don't want to see this shit." And I'm
let's see it.
eh, like every time y'all get something, it becomes I don't want to see it. I don't get this shit though, man. These dudes is weird, man. And I ain't talking about the fighters. I'm talking about these so-called boxing lovers is weird as shit.
Yeah, they are, bro. They are weird. Yeah,
They
I don't want to
weird.
see Barrios and Manny, but I damn sure want to
I'm
see
not even
Brian
watching
Norman.
none of that whole card. That card is off
I'm
the.
not watching that.
Yeah, I'm not even giving it. I'll probably glance at something on YouTube, but I'm not. Just like this Saturday, I'm not watching that. And I would love to see Farmer and Kid Austin, but I'm not. All that other shit I got to go through. I'm not doing it. I'm not
I'll
doing
wait
it.
for the playback, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not complaining about it because I'd rather sit here and say I'm not than to go ahead and watch it and then complain about it. Because that's what a lot of these cats, like I say it over and over, they like to go pay for it just so they can sit there and say they paid for it and then turn around and complain about it. It was trash. Well, your dumb ass watched it. You watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You think because you paid for it, something different is going to is going to be a different outcome on there because you paid for it. When I look at the matchup, sometimes depends on who it is. I go, man, nah. I'm gonna save myself a $75, $90, $100, whatever it costs. I'm not gonna pay for it just to turn around and complain about it. So
Yeah.
therefore, I'm not even gonna pay for the shit. So I got other stuff I could do with the $75. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
these dudes is weird though. They weird, Crush. I swear. Day in and day out, these people are trying to convince you that they fans, and they ain't fans of shit. They know
Right.
nothing. I like this Brian Norman and Devin. I like it because number one,
Yeah.
we didn't need to see Devin just have one and then we don't see him come back again. We don't need that because we getting on fighters about doing that one and done shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
We need to see them at least 2 times. I like this. It's going to be a shit talking. I'm gonna tell you why. Both of their fathers talk shit.
Mm, 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 mm,
So you already know
Listen.
the bill. This is gonna be a shit talking ass. Oh, they gonna talk shit, and you know Bill gonna
And
talk
they
his shit. We know Brian gonna talk his shit. Oh man, this is about to get nasty.
already had a conversation already. I was listening to it. Man,
Yeah.
and that was heated. I said, I can't wait for the presser. I can't wait to this should be one of the best promoted fight
Hey,
tours right now
I ain't gonna lie
because
to you.
of the
I ain't gonna lie to
following.
you. I ain't gonna lie to you because neither one of them are from the East Coast. But I ain't gonna lie to you. That fight is giving me some people could say Vegas, but they still would kind of be in Devin's backyard because even though he's not from Vegas, he lives in Vegas. For some reason, Crush,
Right.
this is giving me some. This fight is giving me some East Coast vibes.
It is. It is. And you know what? And I'm glad you said that because while you was talking, I'm like, yo, this feel like some East Coast stuff, and it's 2 West Coast guys that's gonna get it on. So that even makes it even better because the
Yeah,
beast is in the East,
it's giving
people.
me some. And if I'm wrong, fine, I'm wrong then. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, and people be like, "You always want to see something in New York." Well, I mean, it's not about. I mean, I don't. I like to see other states get they shine too. But I'm just saying, it's giving me East Coast vibes.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
just
trying to
saying
picture like if they do it in Vegas or this gonna be
they
crazy,
can
man. I'm
they very
telling
well
y'all,
can do it in Vegas. I
it's
mean,
going to be a hell of a fight, people.
um, Brian Norman fights for who again? Who is he with again?
Uh, I can't remember offhand, so I don't want to throw anything out there incorrect. But
Because
somebody
he's
in the
not with.
chat, if y'all know,
Yeah, anybody know? Because I don't think
Brian Norman.
he's not with Eddie, right?
No, he's not with Eddie.
Is he with Golden Boy?
Uh, let
Anybody
me
can check.
see.
Anybody can check that out. Who Brian Norman's with? Or is he with Top Rank? Think he's with Top Rank.
I think he's with Top Rank.
Think he's with Top
I'm
Rank.
not sure.
And Devin is with Eddie, right?
Yeah, Devin's with Eddie.
I mean, we can do this. We can do this.
Yeah.
We can do this. We can do it. And this is the one thing I can say about Turk though. Top Rank, right? Thank you, D-Ho. I was because I thought about when Brian Norman and Tim Bradley got into it at this press conference. That was a Top Rank event. I was there for that, but I didn't know they was going at it at the time. I didn't know until I looked at the video when I got home. And this is what I say about Turkey, right? You're gonna make some shit happen. Okay. Y'all not gonna make this happen over here in the US? Okay, fine. I'll make it happen. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
think about it, right? We're getting Crawford and Canelo in September, and the shit with them already started. That press conference they had, you seen the push and all that. I thought the brawl was gonna break out right. I'm like, damn, we're about to get the fight already. We not even in September.
Yeah.
That shit gonna be crazy. I wish I could get to Vegas for that, Crush. I swear, I wish I could. I wish I could get to Vegas for
Oh,
that. I was mad that I wasn't
yeah.
even at that. I was mad that I wasn't at that press conference. But the problem is the way they doing it. They gonna make it hard for you to get in there, which
Hold
is
on.
it sucks. But it is what it is. But I like this.
3. You gotta do all that. Hold on. Let me take care of my man real quick.
Go ahead, do that. I'm here. I like this. Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney. Uh, Hopefully that fight is not over there and it's over here. Hopefully it's over here, right here in the good old US of A.
Yeah,
Let's
make
hope.
it right here.
Let's make it right here, man.
How you doing, bro? You good?
We got some, and the year's not even over yet. So whatever happens after this
Yeah,
Saturday between Kid Austin and Farmer is going to be interesting. Whatever happens after July 12th with Shakur and Cepeda is going to be interesting. All four of these guys are in 35. It is going to be interesting to see what happens. We still got Andy Cruz, who, even though he only has what 5, 6 fights, you still got to pay attention to him because he's still a threat.
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna be so real with you, Crush. I don't have no shit that I'm complaining about. I don't have
That's
really
the
nothing.
fight.
I have no worries when it comes to this boxing shit. I'm sitting here just enjoying everything that we get. Everything that we get. If it's enjoyable. You know, Usyk, the bar, July 19th. Tuning in for that. Um, that's it, man. It's
Yeah,
been a hell of a year in boxing. And even though we still got
got
what
affected a
five?
couple times, but
What
it's
do we
good.
got? We got five.
Hmm.
We got July, August, September, October, November, December. We got 6 more months to go. Boxing's gonna be
Yeah,
interesting. Devin's a free agent. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Devin is
yeah,
a. I think I heard of that.
yeah. Devin
I
free
wasn't too
agent. Yeah,
sure, but it's still gonna be a hell of a fight, though. Yes, like we got
yeah,
6 more months until this year ends, which is that's crazy. That's how fast the year went. 6 more months, and I feel like in the next 6 months or in the next couple weeks, we're going to see some interesting things in boxing that we're probably not expecting to see. But boxing is a sport where you have to expect the unexpected and not assume. Because when you assume something, you're really expecting something to happen, and it don't happen, and now you're
yeah.
disappointed. So in the next 6 months, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, Kush.
Definitely,
I'm telling you,
definitely, definitely.
it's going to be. We're about to see some wars. But this one, this Saturday, very it interests me. But I'm gonna have to wait till they hit YouTube because I'm not. If they would have took this fight and made this fight Friday night, steady Saturday, I'd be all into it. But then you got to
Yeah,
go through all that other. One thing I can respect dude for on the card is that he makes sure everybody gets a payday. I can't knock him for that, and he makes sure the
right.
ladies are taken care of. But far as me entertaining what he doing, I'm not doing it. I'm
Right,
not doing. It. I'm just not. Money, kind of funny right now. You can't just be taking your money and just throwing it out there.
right.
Cause now when Monday come, now you looking stupid because you're like, well, you know what I mean. So you got to be careful how you spend your bread. But what's up with you though, Crush? What you got coming up, man? I don't get to talk to you every day, man. I think the last time we rapped with each other, I came to Philly. I didn't get to kick it, but I couldn't stay long, so which I have to
Right.
come back out to Philly. Philly got a lot going on for its fights. So
Yeah.
there's I know there's a few things coming up that I'm looking to be a part of. But what's going on with you though, man? What you got going on?
Oh man, little bit of this, a little bit of that. Actually, I'm in the middle of starting a youth um dance group. So I'm getting a bunch of teenagers, young kids.
Oh
What's going on,
wow.
Tom? Cool. Together to give them something positive to do. And since one of the things that I'm very respected for is my dancing, so I figured, there's some children out here, their minds need to be idolized on more some positive things instead of being in the streets. And dancing is still, it came back to life because it was dead at some point, but it's back. And I think children need to get involved in it more. So I think if the teachings from different styles of dance is feasible to them, I think the parents and the children themselves would take advantage of it. And they so uh athletic ready, born athletic ready more than our generation was. You know what I mean? So definitely
Yeah.
give them something to do. I've been working on the young girls, the little girls between the ages 10 and 14, trying to get them in the gym. There's a few of them that's already got the gloves on and things like that. So I'm staying in touch with they folks. I'm doing some things, man. So yeah. And definitely tomorrow, coffee and donuts for grown ups. will be on. I will be talking about this idiot Jim Jones, and we are going to grade the first half of the boxing year since we're about to go into the second half. And I'm gonna have a few of the folks come up on the panel. I'm not going to do that by myself. I'll probably start the show off with that all by myself when I'm talking about this Jim Jones shit. But when I'm ready to break down the first half of the year, I'm going to have some of my brothers and maybe one or two of the sisters come up. We gonna kill. We gonna get the first half of the year is grade that it deserves with all the fights that we've seen. We had some good fights. We had some good fights.
Um,
We had some high cards. We had more good fights than overall cards. There's only
the,
a few
the
cards that took place real quick that was really overall good cards. What you was gonna say, bro?
only the real boxing fans or the people who really pay attention to it have appreciated what was presented to us. If something doesn't interest me, then I don't even have to worry about talking about how trash it was because I go, well, I didn't never really see that as a good fight or that card wasn't, you know what I mean? And I leave it at that. But since this for this year, I've seen a lot of great ones. And like I said, we're not even done with boxing. We get ready on July 11th. We get ready to have some amazing July 11th and 12th. We get ready to see, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor get in there and go at it again. But not just them. It's an all women's
Right.
card.
Another one. And the
Like,
last woman's card I seen was dope. Man, it was
like, like,
dope.
like these women should be getting paid all the money as possible because a lot of you dudes that's getting the money that y'all getting shouldn't even be getting it. These women should be getting it.
Right.
Y'all dudes be out here
Yeah.
asking for all types of y'all be asking for strip club money and shit. And ain't earned it, man. Like for real, Crush, that shit be killing me, bruh. They be killing me, bruh. Dude be like, yo, we offered you 1 million. Yeah, well, I don't want 1 million. I need 5 million. For what? You ain't even worth 5,000. Like,
That part right there.
like, wait a minute. And I ain't trying to discredit nobody, but let's be real. And then to see what these
Right.
women get, I'll be like, come on, bro. These women fight more than your favorite fighter do. But you dudes are still gonna look me in my eye and try to convince me that, yeah, women's boxing is not it. It's not it. I had a woman I just interviewed, if you on my channel, and she was a girl who didn't have no amateur experience, started boxing late, came in as a pro, and already is 2-0. And a lot of people didn't want to give her, no attention or give her no shot or nothing. And I'm like, well, shit, come over here. I'll talk to you. What's up? What you got going? Because that's what I'm about. I'm about giving people an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know where that'll go. When somebody travels somewhere, somebody go, you the person that no Doug's on interviewed. That's what I'm about, giving people a shot. But I don't all that complaining that these dudes do. I'd be like, look, man, if you let this boxing shit go to your head and you don't take the time to understand the business and understand how certain shit work, you'll get to a point where you'll dismantle your whole channel and go, I don't want to do this shit no more. And it's
Right.
not because somebody said something to you. It just be like, I can't do it anymore. And you go, well, why can't you do it anymore? What's making you walk away to say this shit is too crazy? Yeah, but you allowing it to be. You allowing it to be. It ain't that serious. I'll never let a motherfucker get me to a point where I'd be like, you know what, Crush? Today's my last day. Because I can't take these motherfuckers. If y'all stop entertaining these people or stop going to certain channels where they not talking about nothing, then you wouldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Nobody's forcing
True.
y'all to go to these channels. If you go to 3 or 4 channels and you're pissed off because the same conversations are going on these 3, 4 channels, that's your fault. That sounds like a you problem. Because if it ain't my brothers, I really ain't really, I like to give people a shot. But if it ain't people I really deal with, I'm not. If I walk into your channel and you're just bashing somebody or You talking about the same shit? I'm like, all right, this is not for me. But this is the reason why we have different channels. We have different channels to go to different places, so we can pick and choose where we want to go. But if you ever get to a point where you being almost ran out of here, I'm not running nowhere. You know, Crush 2 years ago that almost happened to me, but it's all right
Yeah.
though. It's all right though, because 2 years later, my black ass is still standing here because I had to realize that you guys actually support me. You guys take the time to come up here every morning, afternoon, whenever I go live, and y'all don't have to do it. Y'all take the time to stop what it is that y'all doing to come and rock with me. So my thing is, forget the haters. How could you just ignore that the people that support you are there for you, and you turn your back on them by just saying, yo, yeah, I appreciate the support, y'all, but I'm out. I'm not doing this no more. Like, you can't do that, bro. Not when you got the supporters. Forget the haters, because the love overpowers the hate.
All the time.
People got to understand that shit, man. You know what I mean? So I think that's some things that people need to focus on and stop letting some of the shit that's on YouTube get to y'all, because right now YouTube kicking y'all ass. Y'all ain't kicking YouTube ass. YouTube is kicking y'all ass right now. It's kicking y'all ass. Y'all don't. It's too much pressure for y'all. Y'all don't know how to take it. First thing y'all do, y'all ready to quit. Yo, Crush, I can't do this, man. These trolls, these fighters. I can't take it. These dudes be tweaking out, and I'm like, bro, it ain't that. It really ain't that serious, baby boy. It ain't that serious. I look at you sometime and I be like, yo, who was I? I think I was telling Seafood this one day, and I was at his gym because he was talking. He brought you up. He said, yo, Crush is a wild boy. I said, yeah, man, Crush don't give a fuck. I said, he's like one of the dudes on YouTube. It's a lot of dudes that try to convince you that they don't give a fuck, but they really do. Because if you catch them in person, two things gonna happen. They either gonna act like they don't know what you're talking about, or they gonna have popo on standby. But
Yep.
there's certain dudes in person that, all right, what you want to do? We right here. What's up? I'm not taking back what I said. I said what I said. What's up? What you want to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
pretty much.
everybody that's on here is not really on that type of timing, but they trying to convince you that they are.
Yeah.
They try to convince you, man. I'm the big bad wolf. Well, okay, until we get in person, and now you hoping that somebody sees that you're in trouble so they can come save you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, you gotta make this shit make sense, man. These dudes is weirdos out here, man. They weirdos. But we are
Mm-hmm.
obligated to continue to put out what we got to put out for the people who don't understand what's going on in boxing. We got to
Say what's
put
up,
that
home?
out, and we learning from each other. If one of us don't know something, it's the other person's job to say, "Yo, that's not true, and that's not what happened. This is what happened, and this
Right.
is what's going on. This is what we all here for each other for." But some of these people are just gonna keep clout chasing. They're gonna keep being constant creators. They just gonna keep being messy until it catches up to them.
Right.
But we have a job to do, Crush. We have to keep on, me, you, D Free, BVO. A lot of us, we all have a job to do, and we just got to continue on doing that. I
Oh,
enjoyed
what's
this.
up, Vic? You good, homie?
I enjoyed this year of boxing, and I have a feeling after September 13th, we gonna have a lot to talk about.
Whole lot. I can't wait, man. I
Hey,
can't
bro,
wait.
I told my wife, don't you ask me to go no fucking where September 13th. Don't ask me to go nowhere. September 13th is already booked. My living room is already sold out. It's already sold out. I'm not going nowhere September 13th, man. And the crazy thing about it is, I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of other great fights after September 13th, but I just feel like September 13th is going to be talked about so much. It's going to be talked about
Yeah.
so much. Because to see Bud do this, do you understand if Bud pulled this off, even though I feel like some people are gonna have their opinions on it, if Bud pulled this off, this is gonna be nasty. If he can go in there and pull this off, nasty.
Right.
I mean, and all he has to do after that is ride off in the sunset.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Don't need to do nothing else.
Ain't no need to. I'm going back to 54. No, no,
Yup.
no, bro. Ain't no need to
You can
be
always
trying to
get some
drop
shit
all that
spent.
weight. Ain't no need to try to drop all that weight to do all that.
Shorts, like between 30, 32. All right, I check them out.
Ain't no need for him
Trying
to
to
do
see
all
if I
that.
find some shorts and shit. My man got some shorts. Yeah, I can't
Man,
wait to see that joint, man.
yeah, man.
I really want Bud to win, but I'm not talking super fucking crazy either, because that is there's weight class.
These dudes, you got some
All
of
right.
these dudes out here, some of these dudes out here talking crazy. I'm like, bro, just shut up and wait for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing, another thing I'm not about to do, because being that fight is September, me personally, don't want to spend the whole summer talking about that shit so much where you overtire yourself. You know how that feel when you like, yo, we doing
Yeah.
this again. Even though it's a big fight, you like, oh God, we doing this again. We doing this again because somewhere there's going to be some other great fights coming up. We still have to wait to September for that. The Brian Norman and I ain't even got deep into that. I think I'm gonna come back with that later on today. I'm gonna come back.
So
I'm
you
gonna
got
come
some
back with that.
cargos?
I'm gonna come back with that later
These?
on today.
What you want for these two? 40? Hold on, see, man.
You copy some shorts? Make up to 100. All right, hold on. Let me block this because I hate when people come on my joint with that garbage. All right, y'all. Like I said, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. We are here talking this box. I'm on here with my Philly brother, Crush the Legend.
I grab some shorts, man. You know
Crush
what I
the
mean?
Legend.
I grab some.
Yes,
Grab some
my
shorts
Philly
for
brother.
my man. You know, something to kick around in. Those I got some shit to go with this shit. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yo, listen. The heat
man.
outside, the heat outside is disrespectful.
Yeah, that's why right now you guys see me on the steps in the shade, but around 12, I'm going in and turning on my air conditioner, bro.
Yeah,
Hold
man.
on for 1 second.
Yo, one of the
1
coaches
second,
hit
bro.
me yesterday. Go ahead. One of the coaches of y'all hit me yesterday talking about come out in the heat. Not me. Too damn hot.
Right?
Hell no. Hell no, y'all. But shout outs to everybody out there, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, it is fight week. Shout out to everybody getting it in this week, man. Everybody. I don't care where you from or where you at. Shout outs to that. I'm at 615, y'all. Help me get the subscribers up, man. Let's push to get the subscribers up. This is a great channel, y'all. I just say things a little different from everybody else. But this is a great channel, man. This is a channel where we don't argue boxing. We talk it. We talk it. We listen to it one another. And a lot of us agree to disagree on here. Plenty of times we have agreed to disagree. But one thing I love about my brothers, we all get a clear understanding that, hey, I was right, you was wrong, I was wrong, you was right. And from right there, we could just move on to the next subject. Some of y'all just be on here making a whole R&B album, crying about nothing. Crying about nothing. Some of y'all need your own album. Because you're just crying about nothing.
Right.
I enjoyed this year. I enjoy boxing, period. I will continue to enjoy it, and I love it. And I get the best of both worlds. I get the pro, and I get the amateurs. I love it.
Gotta get it all, bro.
I love it, man. I swear, I love it. No matter how messed up this sport can be, or the people, or the business, it shit don't bother me because I be a part of what I want to be a part of. For real. The shit don't bother me, man. It really don't bother me. I love it. I love it. It's hot. It's
Right,
hot as hell now. Listen, I ain't trying to go to no gyms. I said this week it was quiet for me. It's too damn hot.
right.
You walk in some of these gyms, it
Yeah.
feel like a microwave. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm staying right here. I'm good.
Microwave is an understatement, man. Them joints be feeling like an incinerator, like you
He said
inside
the
a walk-in
incinerator.
bake oven. Man, listen, man. Jim.
Yeah, I can't do
Woo!
it, bro. I can't do it, bro, because I know me. And my thing is the heat makes my attitude go up.
Right.
It's something about the heat and being outside and you're annoyed already. I can't.
And I was talking about that at work this morning, and I was telling one of my coworkers, I said, the thing about the summer, the reason why people are angry because it's an irritating season because
It
it's a
is.
lot of uncomfortable air. You know what I mean? Quality during the
Yeah.
summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Winter, you not getting mad. You might be bitching because it's cold, but in the summertime, you mad as shit. Everybody face browned up, got attitudes and all that. Shootout rates go up during the summer and all that nonsense because this heat, the humidity, it irritates the people and sets your frequencies off, so mess up your antennas. Now you scrambling, doing dumb stuff. Somebody even say hi to you in a polite way. Hey, what you speaking to me for? Man, did I
Yeah.
cuss?
Hey,
Damn, did I cuss? I just said,
hey.
you know,
You know what I don't
top of
like
the
waiting
day,
for? Like,
touchable.
I be getting an attitude when it's time to catch a cab, and I be on my wife heels about this shit. I be like, why you call these cabs that take 6, 7 minutes? I ain't got 6, 7 minutes. It's
Right,
hot as shit out here, man. Let's get this going. 2 minutes should be the most, man. Let's get this going because I'm the type of person I just can't deal with it. I can't, bro. I be ready to get out. You know what I'm saying? I know me already. Ain't no cab here, but I think that's what it be too. And I always tell people if you don't have to go outside, don't go. That's why I tell people stay cool. Make sure you have some water
yeah,
with you. Have a wet towel or wet washcloth. Whatever you do, honestly, you gotta stay cool. If you don't have to be
mm-hmm,
outside, don't be.
be
Now, if
outside.
you have to be outside and you choose not to go, then whatever you got to deal with is, hey, that's on you. But if you don't have to be,
Yeah,
everybody feels like it's hot, so let's go outside and be assholes. When really,
no,
you should be looking for a place to. You should be cooling. Like even to go to the beach for me is too much. I don't even want to do that. I'm like, nah, man, I'm trying to lay low. I don't even want to go to the beach because nowadays you can't. There was some kids on the beach
right,
in Coney Island in Brooklyn, and you know how these young kids are. These young kids, man, I tell you, these young kids, they'll spoil you your fun if you let them. And police had to go
right,
on the beach and run all these kids off the beach. It had to be about 100 of them. I'm like, where the hell is all these kids coming from? And I'm looking at the video like, oh, this is crazy, man. So nowadays, man, you got to find ways to have your own fun, be safe, and not be aggravated. Because I mean, like you said, especially for us black people, our attitudes be at an all-time high in the summer. You don't want nobody hugging you. You don't want nobody touching you. You don't want nobody too close to your space. Like you know what I'm saying? Our attitudes get crazy in the summer, but um, I'm praying to God in Philly, New York, and all the rest of the world that everybody be safe. Because living where we live at Crush is difficult.
hell
It's
yeah,
difficult, man. Like I tell people, New York, Philly, and it's not easy, man. But one thing that we have in common is that, and I got something I need to talk to you behind cameras too. Um,
cool.
I need to get with you. I need to get with you, Ivan, and Greg, uh,
Mm-hmm.
because I think we need to do something where we could combine both cities together and do something
Okay.
because and it's not just about making money. It's about really showing these kids that there's more than life than what y'all think it is. You know, playing with these guns, man. It's sad to say, Crush. Living the life they live, it's gonna be a lot of kids that's not gonna make it back to school in September. It's fucked up to
Yeah,
say it,
yeah,
and that's not me putting a jinx on them. It's just real. It's gonna be a lot that's not gonna make it back, man, and we don't want that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah, we gotta. It's gotta be more to do for these kids out here, man. But some of these kids are so hooked on the streets and so hooked on trying to be gangster that they don't realize there's more to life out there besides you just being a part of a gang. I mean, we all were young and we all did shit, but at the same time, we valued our life, and that was the word of the day that I did. Not not yesterday, the day before. That was the word of the day. Value, man. You got to value your life.
Right,
That's why you were able to see 50 something years old. That's why I was able to see
right,
42. We did dumb shit, but at the same time, we valued our life. Now, it might have been some shit we did where we should have got locked up for it, but somehow, some way, we
true.
managed to get away.
Yeah,
But we valued our
yeah,
life. Kids today don't value their life. I don't give a damn if I see 21 or 18. I'm trying to be gangster all damn day.
right.
So it's sad, but unfortunate, man. It is what it is. But we need some of these so-called older people that call themselves OGs too, not you, but these other OGs that actually be
Yeah,
OGs. Stop trying to be friends with these damn kids. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
They trying to be friends with them, and once you try to befriend them, that's a bad decision. Because now the disrespect starts. They think they on the same level as you. Like, I don't play that. I tell people I ain't got no 21-year-old friends. Don't want none. I got 21 people I know. I got fighters I know that I'm cool with, and I'll kick it with them at a fight. But other than that, man, we ain't doing nothing else past that
Right,
because we ain't on the same level. You know what I'm saying? We just not doing
right.
that. But it is what it is at the end of the day. But I'm looking forward to this farmer in a
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Schofield fight. But the Devin, now that Devin and then Brian Norman done did it for me though. That done. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
even have blood pressure. That shit just raised my blood pressure, and I don't even have blood pressure.
Neither
That
do I.
that. Hey, hearing that, but it shows you though, Crush. It's a damn shame that Turkey just might have to be the person that gets certain shit done.
Right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I just hope when they do it, Crush, I hope it's something that we can attend. Rather if we can attend to it or not, or buy a ticket. As long as we can sit in front of our TV and we say, "Yo, we got Brian Norman." But like you said, the build up
Right.
to that is just going to be crazy. Well, both of the fathers, because both of the fathers can talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna talk their shit, and which makes the fight even more interesting. I mean, we just seen Africa versus George Kambosos, and even though Coach Lenny is not his father, but he's like a father figure, and we seen George father pop shit. I'm like, when I knew that fight was happening from the beginning, I said, "Oh, this is gonna be a shit talking press conference."
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? Chairs almost got thrown. It almost got, you know what I'm saying? It almost got real disgusting in there, but they made him pay for it. Africa made him pay for it in the fight. Speaking
Yep.
of that, give me your thoughts on that fight. I never got to talk to you personally about that fight. What did you think of Africa's performance?
I give him an A+ performance. Actually, how the fight ended, I predicted the way that it was going to happen, the way that it needed to happen. Um,
Yeah,
and it happened just like that. And I said it. I said, I said he can get a stoppage. Somebody was like, "Hey,
yeah.
no, man, you don't punch like that." I said, "Man, shut up and listen."
He said he'll punch
I
like
said,
that.
he said he don't punch like that. I'm like, shut up and listen. I said, look, you only need 5 pounds of pressure, man. What you talking about? You know how to throw it and
Yeah,
know where to and throw it at. You do. I said, guy like him that can take punches and shit. to the chin. His body is weak. He don't like body punches. It shows on him. I said, man, he gonna stop him between 8 and 10 with a body shot. What happened? It happened.
That was.
It's like
You
I
know
said,
what?
it was going to happen the way it need to happen, yo.
I didn't see that coming though. As far as the body shit, I said, man, he violating the hell out of his body. I think a lot of that Lomachenko video helped him out.
Mm-hmm.
Because Loma was tattooing that body. I was like, damn.
But if you ever watched him fight anytime before then, a couple times he got hit by a guy. He don't like body shots. I've been peeped that on him.
Yeah. Nah, he don't like it. He don't like it. You know what? You never know what a fighter can take or what he can't take until you actually see him with somebody in there that can give him what he might not be looking for. I remember seeing Louis Collazo. The first time I seen not the first time. When I saw Louis Collazo fight Keith Thurman, that was the first fight that I see that Keith did not like body shots. He didn't like body shots because Louis Collazo was going to the body like crazy and it made Keith Thurman very uncomfortable. So yeah, you get stuff like that.
Good morning.
Look at you, Crush. You so funny.
Hey, I love the kids, man. This is my neighbor. These my girls right here, man. Say hi, guys.
Oh my God, she's beautiful.
My guys.
She's beautiful. She is beautiful.
They my girls right there, man. Yeah, and there's the little one. That's my posse.
Right look, they are beautiful. She is beautiful. Hi, the mama.
Yeah.
She is beautiful.
I'm relaxing today. What you doing today? What y'all doing today?
That little cute self.
There's what you doing with the Band-Aid? That's my baby right there. That's my baby right there. All of them are. They so adorable. What you do yesterday?
Yeah, they beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay.
Who's gas? What's up?
All right, that's my girl.
She was more scared of me pushing her falling into the damn grass.
Oh, really?
Than her burning her face.
Oh. Ain't that so? You was worried about the phone? Wow.
Pushed her like that.
Mm-hmm. You was worrying about your phone instead of that pretty face of yours. That face pretty.
All right, girls, come on.
Yeah, y'all. So everybody make sure they smash that good old like button. Get them likes up. Get the subscribers up. 615. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know, I don't never ask too much for no subscribers. I appreciate everybody. But we need to shoot them subscribers up, man. So y'all gotta share this, man. Tell them, man, over here, conversations are a little different, man. They a little different over here, baby. We don't duck nothing over here. 615, man. Let's get them up. Hell, let's get them up to 700. Huh? How about that? Let's get it all the way up.
700, man.
Let's get to 700, man. When you over there with BBO, let's get him up. When you see my man D Free, let's get him up. When you see Thomas, let's get him up. You know what I mean? My other boy, Johnny Boy, let's get him up. Everybody let's get him up. Let's get everybody's subscribers up. Let's help each other out here. You know, they said, yo, we all can't get along. We all out here competing. We don't see eye to eye. That's for other dudes. That ain't for us.
Yeah, we don't rock like that.
We don't rock like that. That's for the other dudes. Some other dudes do that. We don't do that.
Ain't no competition with us.
I tell people all the time.
LOX out this motherfucker.
Exactly. I tell people all the time. Drop your link. Drop your channel.
Drop your link.
Drop it.
Yeah.
Anybody tell you can't? Anybody tell you that you can't come over there and drop your channel and they shit because they think they don't want their subscribers to become yours? That's a channel you don't need to go back to. Especially if you're cool with them. I'm not saying if you don't know them and you just walk in dropping your link. Nah, you got that wrench though. Drop that link. Drop it. If it's a problem, bro, you don't need to be over there. I
Yep.
mean, people don't, just
That's
because you drop it, that don't mean people are gonna subscribe to you. Because let me tell you something. This whole YouTube shit works on what you talking about, and if it interests them, and if you ain't talking about somebody that's their favorite, I don't want to talk. I don't want to go over there and watch him. He don't talk about Tank Davis enough for me to be over there. I don't
right.
want to go that way. Hey, I like Jake Paul, and he seems not to not want to talk about him, so that's not the place I want to go to. No, these people want you to please them, and you can only
Mm-hmm.
keep doing that for so long before it no longer works. When today it ain't about pleasing. Today is just I want to talk about something I want to talk about. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of cats got to understand how it works, and a lot of them still don't get it to this day of how it works. But you know what? Hey, God bless all y'all. God bless everybody with their channels, man. Everybody do their thing, man. Feed your families the best way that you know how, man. Everybody got to eat.
Exactly.
Because at some point, we all are going to be it's going to be a YouTube Hall of Fame one day. I'm hoping it is, Crush. And when it does, I'm hoping to see you get inducted into it, brother.
Same here, brother. I appreciate that.
I mean, I really think that, if they ever had that, which I think they should, a YouTube Hall of Fame, should definitely be inducted into it, man. Because we take time to do this shit, man. We could have been got erased from this. All this stuff we done been through.
Yeah.
We all been under the same umbrella, under the same family. We've had disloyal people in our lives. People
Yep.
shaking and faking, man. We done went to some channels where it's been a lot of sneak dissing and all kinds of shit. But it's 2025 and we're still here.
Yep.
You're gonna have to get
Exactly.
rid of some people, and I said this earlier this year that this was gonna be the year where you're gonna have to get some people out of your life. You're gonna stop being
Yep.
friends with some people on YouTube that you didn't think that you were gonna ever stop being friends with. But sometimes you have to
Yep.
do that to be able to move on in life. And some people, some relationships, it made sense to stop talking to people, and then some is like, why did I do that? But sometimes whoever they affiliate themselves with makes you want to get away from them because it's like, yo, man, I don't feel comfortable dealing with you because you deal with that motherfucker. It is what it is.
Right.
I'm not making you pick a side because you can't make a grown person pick a side. You can't do that. And you can't tell people what channel that they can go to. But
That's true.
sometimes you have to do what's best for you. And
Right.
sometimes it works out to let certain people go. Because if
Yeah.
you think about it, you be like, why was I even cool with this motherfucker in the first place again? You start thinking about that shit like, why
Right.
was we even friends in the beginning? Because I didn't benefit nothing from you. Like I didn't learn anything from you.
Right.
I just learned how to not be like your ass. But other than that, I didn't really learn anything from you. So it was a waste, being friends with you. But I mean, it is what it is, man. We got the rest of this year to, to prosper and grow. And as long as we on here, I hope we all continue to grow, and I hope we all are making money off this one day where we can buy houses, we can get the cars, we can be able to take our families on vacations. Hell, we all can start meeting up at some of these fights.
Yeah.
We can afford to be in Vegas and me, you, D Free, and Thomas, and all of us is kicking it, man, and we just enjoying life because this life that we live in ain't gonna be here long, bro. If you see all the shit that's going on, y'all motherfuckers better try to have some fun while y'all more focused on running around being gangster. Because when this shit is over and this
Say that
curtain's
again.
closed, it's over. Y'all sitting here
Yep.
playing, y'all running around here being more mad than happy in life. And be mad at some shit that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's hot today, so I'm gonna walk around mad all damn day. I hope somebody would say something so I could slap them. Like, what the fuck? Steady saying, you know what? It's too hot. I'm not in the mood. I got an attitude. I'd rather sit my ass in the house all day under my AC. No, I'm gonna go out there and I want somebody to look at me the wrong way so I can have a reason to slap them because it's already 90 degrees out here. Some of you dudes are lame. Shit, Crush, I'm looking for a pool to go swimming. I just told wifey, we got to go
Right.
find a pool, man. You think I'm out here trying to be violent? I'm out here trying to stay cool.
Say that again.
We're going to find us a pool, to go swimming and my wife ain't even a swimmer. She the type that just sits in the water. That's cool. We gonna go
Ain't
do
nothing
that. But
wrong
all
with
this,
it.
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. But all this other tough guy gangster shit, man, I ain't doing that, man. My brand represents so much more than that. Having fun and being successful, and that's what we gonna go off to do in life, man. But I'm gonna get up out of here, Crush. I appreciate your time. You know, I don't get to rap with you
Yes,
like
sir,
that.
bro.
You know, you're a busy man.
Yeah, bro. I said since I ain't do coffee and donuts because I was listening to some. I said, bro, I said I can go on there and get the people
Yeah,
something
man.
with my
Listen,
bro. So
yeah,
anytime I'm free, I'll come through, bro.
yeah, because I'm trying
Anytime.
to. I try to have as much as content as I can on here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, Crush. There's some days where I go, man, fuck boxing. Not today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talk about something else, man.
Yeah, fuck.
You know?
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. Some days I got some days where I'll be like, I'm not going on. Period. Because
Yeah,
you just have the moments where I just wanted to be me today.
Mm-hmm.
It get like that when you like, I need some me time because I don't feel like going on. And then when I want to go talk about this, somebody asking me something that ain't got shit to do with while I'm on. Because that's what they think. All these
Exactly.
they want to ask you a boxing question when it ain't a boxing conversation. If you talking about Jim Jones tomorrow, I don't need somebody to come and ask me, what do I think about the Devin and Brian Norman fight? When I'm
Right.
getting ready to talk boxing, I'll let you know that. But if I'm talking music, that ain't got the Devin fight ain't got shit to do with why I'm bringing up Jim Jones. If I'm talking boxing, don't bring rap up to me because I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Like these people just gotta know to stay in their lane, and then they think that they have a right to ask you it because they come to your channel. No, it don't work like that. You know what I mean? If it's boxing, let's keep it boxing. If it's rap, let's keep it rap. If it's movies, let's
Yeah.
keep it that. Now maybe later on I might change the subject because my whole hour or 2 hours is not gonna be all boxing. If you ever notice that on here,
Right. Yeah.
I never do that. We start switching it
Yeah, I
up.
noticed that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because you know why? It makes sense because what the hell I'm gonna do? I'm gonna talk about Tevin Foreman and fucking Floyd Schofield for 2 hours? What the hell could I
Right.
possibly say about them in 2 fucking hours? You know what I'm saying? At least the first 30 minutes of speaking about them or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. And after that, man, find some other shit to go talk about. That's what keeps people interested. But I'm getting back to doing my morning chop ups and my word of the day. So it's gonna get real
Mm-hmm.
interesting. So just stay tuned. Now tomorrow, Crush, you might want to be up here for this tomorrow. You might want to be up here for this tomorrow. I don't know what your
All
schedule
right.
is looking like tomorrow morning, but it's Throwback Thursday. I got back to doing that.
All
So
right. Cool.
we're talking about Emmanuel Augustus tomorrow.
Yeah, I seen the
The drunken,
thumbnail. I seen it.
the drunken
So
man.
what I do since you coming up for that, I'm gonna start coffee and donuts early. I'm gonna start it at 6 and I'm gonna get done at
That's about the
I'm gonna
time I'm
do a
up.
whole hour. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm gonna
about the
go from
time. That's
6 to
about the
7
time I'm up
o'clock.
anyway. Yeah, I'm up about
Yeah,
6 anyway. My wife got to be up for work, so I always take her to work. Yeah, that's a good time because I'll be up. But I said Emmanuel because we were supposed to do the manual about a month ago, and my
yeah,
stream yard was fucked up, so I couldn't do anything. And I'm like, I gotta wait because I want to bring guests up for this. So we gonna finally get it on, and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and I'm doing somebody else tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna just keep it all throwback for tomorrow. I'm gonna
okay.
try to come back in the afternoon, but yeah, Manuel Augustus tomorrow morning. So anybody come on through, share. If y'all know about Emmanuel Augustus, y'all know. Come on through for the newcomers that might not know, that might have heard his name,
Drunken
but don't know the
master.
drunken
Yo,
man. Come on up. Come on up now.
yes,
If you ain't interested in this, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Y'all need to know
hey,
about this
listen,
man because
y'all.
this man, Manuel, was built different. Hey, that even Floyd said that man. Now you know when Floyd give you your credit on something, shit, that man
Yeah,
was different. Floyd got to give you your credit.
yeah,
Manuel was different, man. Matter of fact, I
yeah.
probably
He
gonna sit
was,
watch the
man.
video. He was very different. But
Yeah.
yeah, tomorrow though, Crush, we'll definitely do that, and I'll be up to see you in the morning, brother.
All right, bro. Peace to
I
everybody, man.
appreciate
Make
you.
sure y'all tune in and check us out tomorrow. Peace.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. No Duck Zone Podcast. Let's go.